Welcome back to Arc Salt Lake, where we cover authentic, relevant, and community stories. This is a big community event. This weekend in Logan, the skies will be filled with jets and airplanes for the Cache AirFest. The spectacular is put on each year by the Utah State Aviation Technology Program. Joining us, we have Committee Chair Baron Wesemann and Marketing and Vendor Coordinator Mike Logan to discuss everything that will take place at this year's air show. Thank you to both of you for joining me this morning.
Thank you for having us.
All right,
Exciting to be here from North Logan.
So let us know what this is for those who have never heard of it or haven't attended it. Exactly what is this show?
So this is the first time in 10 years we put an airport open house on up here in Cache Valley. So we were excited to have an airport open house with aerial demonstration. We call it the Cache AirFest. So we're going to have performers from Brad Worston, Barry Hancock, Carl Gashler, Danny Sorensen from Bountiful and his biplane. This is an exciting opportunity to bring the community to the air show and to showcase not just the aerial events in the air, but static displays on the ground, a STEM fest for youth, and Cache cruise-in cars. You come out to the airport, there's a lot of activities and events to showcase up here in Logan.
You said a STEM fest for youth. I imagine this is pretty educational as well for a lot of people who come there.
Yeah, when you look at the STEM fair, it brings youth and shows them how airplanes fly, building paper airplanes and foam plate gliders, little Lego builds. We're going to have a ham radio station by a Civil Air Patrol member. So it's an opportunity for them to understand how they can get into aviation in this growing career field here at Utah State University as well.
So I've also heard about an aviation art contest that we'll be hosting there. Can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, we had about a dozen wings-themed art entries that came up through Jump the Moon Studios up here with Michael Bingham. And these youth created wonderful pieces of artwork. They'll be on display at our hangar event tonight. We'll have a hangar reception at 6 p.m. at the Logan Airport with the artwork on display. Val Potter's wife, Nancy Potter, she's the granddaughter of Floyd Hansen, who started the airport during World War II. Even our own Gail Halverson, the candy bomber, was able to learn how to fly at Utah State University through Civil Air Patrol.
Mike, are you excited about this? And tell me why exactly.
Yeah, I'm thrilled. We haven't had an air show up here in a long time, and I love air shows. I always go to the air show at Hill Air Force Base, the Warriors over the Wasatch, small air shows, and of course the big air show that we always go to out in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, EAA Air Ventures, the largest air show in the world, basically. So it's just seeing these airplanes and getting the thrill and sharing, the thrill with everyone of flight and just witnessing, as you can see right now, you can see Brad Worston flying. I mean, it's just phenomenal what these pilots can do. And so it's awe-inspiring.
Mike, you are marketing and vendor coordinator. What does that entail? Exactly who are you interacting with as you kind of get this show off the ground?
So I'm interacting with the public. I'm interacting with the news stations, and everyone, trying to get the information out, creating some websites out there, just to get the word out about the AirFest and also our conference that we're starting today.
As you said, you love an air show. I think a lot of people love going to air shows. For those who have been to some other air shows, how does this one compare? What's different? What's the same?
This one is a local hometown feel. That Red Thunder, Barry Hancock hails out of Heber. Carl Gashler is a fellow Air Force Academy graduate. So while not as big as Warriors over the Wasatch, it brings locals here. We're going to have some RV aircraft from the Morgan Airport come out. We got the paragliders. They're going to be doing aerobatic parachutes. Aggie Air from Utah State. The local Utah-based businesses are going to be here. So it's a really hometown feel with food vendors, cash cruise-in, STEM fair, something for everybody tomorrow at 9 to 3 o'clock at the Logan Airport. But today, we've got an event here at USU campus. You still can come out for the Division of Aeronautics Training and Education Summit. We are live here at Utah State University with hands-on education and training where people can come here, go to the Utah Aero website, and still join us up here in Logan today.
We have about a minute left. Let me ask either one of you to put into words, what is it about an air show that just really attracts so many people and they love watching these things?
Mike and I knew each other in the 80s in Civil Air Patrol. And when you come to the airport and you see those airplanes in the air and you see this historic, we've got a B-25 up here on the ground. We got vintage airplanes up from Idaho and Heber. There's just a nostalgia about it. There's the B-25 flying. It's given rides today. It's just an opportunity to be awed by this technology. We're going to have a modern Cirrus Vision Jet here, which is a small personal jet, even smaller than corporate jets. So you're going to be amazed by old and new alike. I mean, Mike and I, we love airplanes and aviation. It's an opportunity to showcase this passion with our community.
Okay, and then last but not least, tell us where people can go to get more information, where they can purchase tickets, everything they need to know to come and attend this.
So they can go to utahaero.com, A-E-R-O, not A-R-O-W, but utahaero.com. They get some information from there. And also check us out on Facebook. Just look up the Cash AirFest, and they'll be able to get some more information there.
All right, Mike and Baron, thank you so much for joining me this morning. Looks like an exciting event. Hope we have a great turnout for you guys.
Thank you again.
Thank you.